Es ist nicht so, als wenn ich irgendwo hingehen würde.
Aha, you are witty. I like that. Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive is, how do I escape? It is only natural after all. And scaling the chasm wall is out of the question, for it is simply too steep and too far. But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in, through the shaft above the bathhouse. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood, one could make a series of ladders and climb one's way out. I admire your enthusiasm, my friend, but please allow me to explain why this is inadvisable. There was an attempt, made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago. They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city, and that, tragically, is where their tale ends. So it seems that to merely attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place, and so I say it is best to not even discuss it aloud. My story? How kind of you to ask. I am a tailor and I run the humble shop in the forum. You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers, why bother setting shop at all?
Ja.
I'll tell you, it is precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the importance of looking one's best. I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here, the more we can preserve a semblance of normality, the better our chances of keeping our heads. Don't you agree?
Ja, macht schon Sinn.
Oh, and there is another reason too. If we all end up as golden statues for future generations to marvel at, I don't know about you, but I would like to look my best.
Und wie bist du hier gelandet?
A good question. A very good question indeed. And I would be happy to tell you if only I could remember it clearly myself. I remember I had just been to Rome to sell an extraordinary selection of wares, and drowning in coin, I decided to celebrate my success. I rented a prestigious villa by the Tiber, invited over a few select friends, and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine money could buy. Quite a lot of it, in fact. Now, I have had visions and awoken in strange places before. I have even found myself naked in the desert sands more than once, but none of that compares to this. This time, I remember people screaming, then falling into a void as empty as time before creation, gasping for air, and then nothing. When I regained my faculties, I was lying naked by the banks of the Tiber, gods know how many miles from my villa. Indeed. I'm lucky I was carrying a little extra weight. I believe it kept me afloat. In any case, it seems I'd been rescued and resuscitated by a benevolent stranger. I went to find firewood for his campfire, stumbled across a cave, and discovered that trapdoor temple. And here I am.
Okay, danke schön.
Anything you like. I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
So, er stimmt auf jeden Fall schon für Dingenskirchen. Jetzt ist die Frage. Also wir können ja nochmal mit Equita reden, wenn das Sinn macht. Oder beziehungsweise
Don't you just love springtime?
mit ihm kriegen wir nicht umgestimmt. Virgil müssten wir Beweise für...
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
I hope you have a good reason for flouting my weapons ban. We're finally alone. We have? I must have... Is that about right?
Ja.
Seems... Thank you.
Das war sein Haus. Und hier ist auch wieder eine Alpha-Wand. Ach, Gottverdammt.
Citizen.
Dann gehen wir mal hier hoch und rum. So, ich möchte mal oben am Tempel, aber da steht noch Octavia rum oder so, ne? Mit der können wir noch mal reden. Wir sind ein bisschen eine Sackgasse so ein bisschen erreicht.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the golden rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
Mir geht's gut, danke.
Ah, another stoic, perhaps. We all need something.
Ach, scheiße, ich hab den Magistrat nicht, dann wird Ulius noch. Ich gehe dann mal.
All right, well.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Ulpius, nein, ich brauch dich noch.
No. Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What?
Why do you...
I know. Please.
I'm sorry.
Please, I'll help him.
Na klar.
Thank you.
If you're trying to make it easier for me to build up the nerve, it's working. Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire. You're not going to trick me. I'm no coward. I intend to go through with it. Like what? I'm stuck slaving away for that culus cumulatis for the rest of my life. What do I have to live for? You're just saying that to buy time. You must think I'm an idiot. I'm out. Wherever you are. Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
Schade.
I can't believe he went through with it. Well, I'll have to let, and I'd best. I will try to help you.
Das müsste er sein, ne? Der hier aufgeschlagen ist. Bei Loch im Boden und so. Aber mehr als... Es gibt aber auch keine anderen...
And now... You again. What is it now? Are you insane? You barge into my... What? I suppose that makes you... What? One of Nero's assassins?
Der Kaiser lässt grüßen. Nein.
So, you're not going to kill me? Oh, so much work and money. Oh, fine. Ruling this cesspit of... I'll have to admit it. There.
Das mit dem Loch im Boden, das ist jetzt trotzdem ein bisschen doof, dass er da gesprungen ist. Da konnten wir das... Ich habe gedacht, das hing mit der anderen zusammen. Doof gelaufen, sagen wir es mal so.
Sir? Are you under duress, sir?
I just had a change of heart.
But you were on track to be magistrate, sir. All that work, all that money, wasted.
So, fragt Galerius jetzt alleine? Oder gibt es jetzt keinen weiteren? So.
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
Weil du ein Depp bist.
What now? Do I seem like anonymous threats are my style? Whatever.
Könnte bei Dullius sein, ne? Er könnte bei Dullius sein. Nee, ist er nicht. Ich brauche irgendwas, um die Statuen beiseite zu kriegen. Aber das habe ich noch nicht. Wenn es da überhaupt was gibt. Geändert, okay. Die weitere Ebene der Stadt. Blöd, dass man das nicht hochheben kann oder so was und da reinkommt. Aber es ist auch wahrscheinlich viel zu schmal da gerade. Ist die Frage... Müssen uns mal noch ein bisschen umschauen. Oder irgendwie... Hier waren wir ja schon mal, ne? Genau. Das hatten wir auch in einer der letzten Aufnahmen, dass es immer wieder Anzeichen dafür gibt, dass die Götter halt die Leute bestrafen mit immer wiederkehrenden, so wie Sisyphus. Eine Karte wäre echt nicht schlecht hier. Aua. So. Hier geht's wahrscheinlich... Genau, hier waren wir auch schon mal. Das ist alles Käse. Geht das jetzt auch wieder als Trespassing durch?
What are you doing here? Please leave. I hope you're coping. Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible. Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. Oh, so soon? Well, be gentle on yourself. We're all dealing with a tragic loss.
Vielleicht, wenn wir Ulpius und sie gerettet haben, dass wir dann... Das ist halt alles, wie gesagt, gerade sehr stark Sackgasse. Aua, again.
I love your clothes. So exotic.
Wir lassen uns nochmal reden.
Ah, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit. I'm Aurelia, and I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, there's a...
Jojo, du bist charmant.
Ugh, coming on a bit strong, don't you think? I take back what I said. Let's just...
Okay,
All right.
beim nächsten Mal halt kein Interesse. Gut, kapiert. Warte mal, können wir noch mal reden? Frag für einen Freund.
Back again? Certainly, for 10 denarii. Have you met Livia? She used to do my hair until one day she... Now,
Hier, weitere 10 Denarii.
I hear that if Malleolus is elected, he's gonna throw a small festival to celebrate, with entertainment and everything. Can't wait to find out what it is. There used to be a midwife here, Naevia, but this place drove her mad as a Maenad. Said she could afford to...
Kennen wir schon.
Scintilla, the magistrate's youngest daughter, went missing a few weeks ago, right out from under Daddy's nose. How can we trust him to go? I heard Dacius has been offering a lot of money for a bow. Of course, Sentius banned all weapons in the... Have you seen the way Rufius walks around staring at all the statues? He says he's afraid they're going to spring to life. But then, why does he have a collection of them in his room?
Okay, interessant.
I hear Galerius has a thing for Equitia, but of course she's a Vestal priestess. If she's... Why do
Yeah.
silly...
Das kennen wir auch schon.
I hear there are blasphemous cultists walking among us. You know, the ones that lit the fires last year? I've already told you everything I know, All right.
Naja, gut.
The 49 melodies fetch again with incessant labor.
Nichts Neues. Eine Fackel kann ich nicht mitnehmen, ne? Nee. So, jetzt Rufius. Oh. Sind die alle zur Wahl? Wahrscheinlich, ne? Hoppala. Nee. Sind die alle?